Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Valerie, and we're at my home. So what are we going to check out today, Mark?
Well, WiZ sent us a bunch of products from the product line for us to take a look at.
All right, so these are some really neat WiZ smart lighting products. We actually already have WiZ installed in our kitchen here, and we really love them. So we're happy to find out what's new.
The other thing they sent us were these A19 bulbs. Now, these are 800 aluminum lights. They are color.
800 lumen.
800 lumens.
800 lumen. They're not aluminum.
Oh, it says lumens right here.
800 lumen lights.
All right, I'm going to go with what you have to say. But the point is
color.
Color lights, and they have SpaceSense.
Oh, they also have SpaceSense.
Yep.
Now, this looks like something I can install.
Yes, this you can install. And I think we should put them in our pendant lights so that
right there
we can show how SpaceSense works. Because even though these lights work with SpaceSense and this light works with SpaceSense, the ones we have from several years ago don't work with SpaceSense. Or do they?
Oh.
So they actually do, in the aspect that what you do in the WiZ app is you put all the light bulbs that are in the kitchen, for example, including the ones we already have installed, into the room inside the app. And then if this is running SpaceSense, then you can actually have this SpaceSense here detect someone moves into the room, and it would turn on not just these lights, but also the ones we originally had in the house.
So I think you have to have at least 2 SpaceSense bulbs for that to work.
That's correct. You have one SpaceSense bulb is the kind of the thing that detects the motion.
Mm-hmm.
And then they call it the processor bulb, which is the second bulb, but it came with 2, and we have 2 pendant lights. So this will work. So now it should, yeah. And what should happen is we walk out of the room, wait about 5 minutes, the light should go off. And if we walk back in the room, the light should come on.
Neat.
And you can actually set how long a delay before the lights come back on. So I actually have it set to 0 so that if you're in the room and you stop moving, if you move again, it'll come right back on. So, okay, I have the remote to control the kitchen.
Mm.
And you said you could put this bulb in yourself.
I'm going to install the light bulb. Ooh, there it is.
There it is. It's already on. Now you notice we already have the other A19 in the other light. All right, so I'm going to turn off the lights in the kitchen. And you'll notice all the ones in the ceiling, we have like 7 of them up in the ceiling, and the 2 pendant lights went out. And then you notice what happened is it went on, and actually I didn't press the button.
You didn't?
No, watch. Do it again. Ready? I'm going to press the button to dim them down. I'm not touching the controller. And I moved.
Oh.
That's called SpaceSense.
Oh, neat.
Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty neat. And of course, I have it set to 0 seconds to do it, but you can actually say, let's say, you can set it to 1 minute, 5 minutes, or whatever else. And then, of course, you leave the room. You don't have to worry about people kind of turning it on and off. Did you ever wonder how it's hooked up to the network?
Well, these are all using Wi-Fi.
Yes, and it's actually, what's interesting is that one of the things they warn you about with SpaceSense is if you have a mesh router, it may not work.
Interesting.
So what I figured out is why that's true, and that's because, you know, in the mesh network, you have multiple routers around the house. So one of the things you need to do is make sure that whatever these bulbs are here, that they are on the same satellite or the same mesh router.
Well, our favorite feature of our WiZ lighting is the circadian rhythm. So what it does is it adjusts your light based on the time of day. So in the daytime when we get up and we're a little tired still, that's really bright light in here. And then as the day moves on, then the light gets a little dimmer, a little more dim, little more dim. And all of these lights can work together and create that circadian rhythm. So if we're actually awake like at midnight, the lights are super dim. And it's a really nice way to have your lighting work for you, and it really makes a difference in how you feel during the day.
And you know, on the circadian rhythm that's a standard default, you can actually adjust the time it starts and ends. Now, the other thing I just discovered, because I actually looked a little more at the app, is they now have what's called My Circadian Rhythm. And that one, you can actually set 4 points. When you get up, sometime in the morning or whatever time you decide, and you can say, oh, I want it to change to this kind of light setting. And then the next thing it has is that the afternoon, or you can set it for the afternoon. Hey, I want it to be brighter, and then the evening, of course, going dark. So
that's really neat because you can actually, we have these here in our kitchen, but you can customize this to every room in your house. All right, so these are some of the WiZ smart lighting products. They're surprisingly thoughtful, smart lighting, and we're really enjoying them. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.